Oh, hey there, Capricorn. How are you, my lovers? You guys know I resonate here in Capricorn Ascendant. And boy, oh boy, has it ever been a pretty wildly intense few years for a lot of Capricorns. So you guys know, or you don't know, welcome to my channel. I'm MJ from Alta Love. And I do these intuitive tarot readings. I'm intuitive introvert and an empath. And I've been guided by paradigm shift insight, so it's much more relevant now than it was 20 years ago. It's always my intention to offer divine guidance and loving clarity for these readings. And the most important thing for me is to always empower you to listen to your intuition more than anything else. I offer these intuitive readings, I offer online coaching, and I have a book, merchandise, and an online course series called Be the Change, which helps people transition to zero waste, or at least low waste, vegan, spiritual, and the one that I'm working on now is Unplug for Freedom, which is the final in the series. So feel free to check those out. Either way, I appreciate you being here, loving your comments, your subscribes, your likes, and just appreciate all y'all choosing the hot love vibrashe. So this is for Capricorn, Capricorn 2020 yearly intuitive, a general reading for those that resonate with Capricorn. Capricorn. Yeah, heavy duties energy now. I don't know the exact astrology. It's something like Jupiter moving into Capricorn. So there's meant to be some pretty major restructuring going on in our personal lives and in the world. Bear in mind that this restructuring has been happening. We've been restructured, as it were. I can't tell you the exact ins and outs, but I know that there's been monumental change. It's just you're still here, right? You're still here. We're still here. A lot of it is actually, in my awareness, a lot of the deep, profound changes that have happened are having to do with our relinquishing control. You know, realizing that we can't control other people. We can't exactly how things make manifest or how our dreams come into reality. We're having to really let go of, yeah, control patterns that don't ultimately serve us. So, yay. It's been super fun. Deep, profound, emotional. I say that in jest. Crying a lot, or you know, leaving or running out of money, or like crazy bullshit that doesn't feel nice at all, and yet on some level we're processing and healing and dealing with old karma or shit that we've been carrying around with us for a really long time that we just don't need. Okay, so and as I say this stuff, some of it is fairly relevant to this reading. A lot of major arcana here, not a surprise for the old Capricornios. You're laying down some major burdens here, like it's that 10 of Wands, but it's in the reverse. So you're laying down burdens as well as like some major cutout is happening. You're moving forward with the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. Your star power is anchored. You're majorly disciplined. I think some of y'all might be walking away from some people that really, really don't serve you anymore, like old social friends, or and it could be intertwined with certain patterns of behavior that you're just not in alignment with anymore. Some of you may have witnessed the end of a relationship with another earth sign, which is part of the splitting of a social circle as well. The main energy here is the movement forward in your star power, it taking command of the stage, as it were, because we have an emperor in the upright and then all these reverse people. So we have like a knight of swords in reverse, a knight of pentacles in reverse, a page of swords in reverse. There's the 2 and then the 3 of cups in the reverse, which is why I signal to you possibly the end of a romantic relationship. But regardless, the main theme of the energy, and there's this actually amazing amazing thing happening here where you've got the laying down of the burden, and then this card. What? This is like the best card on the deck, lovers. So, whew, I almost dare not say it. But I feel like this year is your year. Like you're the Chariot moving forward out of this clutter, out of this, you know, bullshitty energy of people that are not in their power, people that can't rise to the occasion with you, or they don't want to rise. They're not wanting to rise to the occasion with you. So you're moving forward as the Emperor, you know, with your star power and with knowing that you've been through enough shit, and the Wheel of Fortune is going in your favor whether it likes it or not. That kind of energy. That's kind of a little bit of the kind of commitment and stubbornness of the Capricorn energy, though. There's this incredible perseverance and diligence and like ambition in such a way. But I feel that the ambition now, because you've been toyed with or played with or had enough learning, the ambition now is incredibly grounded. It's not like this excitable, like, oh, it's like, boom, grounded. You know your star power. It's not even like a fluffy star power. The star power card with the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot is like, whew, it's almost like a shooting star type of energy. Like, energy's been piling up at the gate, ready to go, ready to go, ready to go, and then finally just goes boom, you know, the gates open and all this energy plows forward. And I am hearing like you're leaving a lot behind, but recognize like what you're leaving behind is this burden, is this creative, self-created, you know, to a certain degree, obviously, burdens of, you know, it's life, it's so fucking hard, and like I had to do it all by myself, which I get that in as far as like a slight Capricorn tendency or maybe a shadow aspect, is like, what's that expression of if you want something done, do it yourself, you know, which it's great to be empowered, it's great to be independent. At the same time, we don't want to be so much so that we block ourselves off from being supported, from being loved, from even if you're a director of a company, from being able to delegate tasks to other people and trust that other people can do the job really well. So there's a sense of moving it, but that makes sense with the Emperor card being here, kind of standing out of the Knight energy and the Page energy and these kind of cups in the reverse, where it's like, that's the old Capricorn, you know, dealing with people that maybe aren't as good at their job, or dealing with people that waft with their mental decisions, or dealing with people that, you know, pretend to have lots of mental awareness or whatever, but they don't, right? So it's like these shady people or less than empowered people, that is essentially the energy that you're like, whoom, you're like beelining it out of there. And in fact, it's probably more likely that that's been happening all year. That you've been one by one walking away from relationships, walking away from different people that would claim they could do this, that, and the other, different people that, you know, wanted to make this offer, that offer, didn't fucking come through. And now you're kind of rising as the Emperor and the Fool, taking like this other charge motion forward. The Chariot card is the main energy here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Star card. These are the main energies that are like, boom, it's like a train, a steam train, like building up, and then finally hitting its stride. And weirdly, I'm getting this feeling, intuitive feeling now, that this underlying energy of Wheel of Fortune Chariot has been running all year. It's been moving and I'm talking about 2019 now. Like this underlying momentum has been building all year and all year and all year. And like by 2020, I'm feeling like, boom, you hit your stride. You know things are going in your favor. You know you're a fucking star and you're going to move that energy forward knowing that you're the full empowered creator of your life and you're not taking no shit from nobody anymore. And I swear to God, Capricorn, this next leap is taking you straight to your happily ever after. There's not a lot of love and energy here. Obviously, I've highlighted that storyline of possibly the end of a romantic relationship for some of you. The other angle intuition can pick up on here is that for a lot of you, love has just been on the back burner. Love and fun. You've been so focused on, I think, your career or almost like having to dodge bullets. Like I see you doing like leapfrogs, like in and out different situations to kind of get away from some people and then maneuver yourself into a new situation and then like, you know, get whatever. I just feel like you've had too much other life stuff going on where love and like loving union, all that has not been a priority. It's been it's been on the back burner. Your creativity, your life force, I think, has been truly what you've been working on to get yourself into that emperor seat as the star with the wheel of fortune going in your favor to finally start moving forward on this new level. Exactly. This is a spang on reading. So the new level has to do with your own spiritual maturity, Capricorn. It's to do with, I throw these words around and then I hear them. I'm like, well, it doesn't, it's maturity is maturity. But this is maturity with grace. This is not just some societal, well, because you're 30 now you're mature. It has nothing to do with chronological age. It's to do with awareness. It's to do with sovereignty, independence, an ability to make, you know, intelligent and wise choices in your life. And and this, however we got to this card, was this feeling of, you've been through this sort of like obstacle course, this maze we call life, and you're finally encapsulating the wisdom of your life path. And considering the astrological timing of it all, it makes sense. There's a generational shift taking place, right? There's like, I'm hearing a new sheriff in town kind of thing. And I feel like for some of you, that's you. You know, you stepping into like a CEO, or you getting some kind of like career promotion or recognition, i.e. Chariot, Wheel of Fortune, Star card, Emperor, you know, from this place of maturity. And also what's beautiful here, the Fool, a lot of it is to do with your creative, well, your creativity. It's whatever this is, it's something to do with your creativity, your offerings, your it's funny, it's kind of grand at the same time, it's very ordinary. And you've been through a lot of intensity to get to this point. There is, you have the rebel energy here, but I feel intuitively, this has come up quite a bit. I actually feel intuitively this is more energy of freedom break. This is more energy of actually letting go of the fight, letting go of the like, I have got to, you know, rage against the machine or fight against anything. I think that is also part of like what you're laying to rest. You've put love and fun and certain things on the back burner because you've been dealing with so much either karmic entanglements or just shitty patterns, whatever. They're all kind of interwoven in the same thing as far as I'm aware. And you're finally kind of just breaking free from all that, from within the intensity. And I feel like we can start to turn around the love card and the sociability card, because this is also upside down. But I feel like as you settle into the new, so you have this charge forward, And then you're gonna sort of settle into this kind of emperor energy and settle into like, yeah, I got this, like my life is sweet. And I'll almost start to just play and enjoy life again from a feeling of totality, from this feeling of maturity and like you got it all under control kind of thing, which is very much a Capricorn desire after all of this unknown and being blindsided and being kind of twists and turns along the way. I feel like as you settle into this newfound mastery and maturity, then you're gonna start to be open for more fun and more love. So this is great, Capricorn. Because more fun and more love. It's like one of those things, right? You can't get here from like, well, from like the Ten of Swords, for example, or whatever. You can't just jump. It's like there's gonna be some layers and some kind of maneuvering and playfulness and like being open to having fun again. That's all part, I think, of the evolution of your growth into this happily ever after, this more peaceful, but also celebratory type of energy. I mean, you're a star, Capricorn, come on, yo. And you're becoming a master. And the Wheel of Fortune's turning in your favor with the Chariot card wants to move you forward for this next phase to truly begin. You have this card coming up. This is signaling to me, just be mindful of playa haters. Be mindful of again, this came up recently somehow, I think, about like, just be aware of, if it don't feel right, don't trust it. That's the ever-present reminder for especially empaths and like generous, if you have that tendency to be really generous and trusting to people, especially like new people or business people coming into your world or lovers. Just be really aware of like, and I guess the simplicity of this is like, who cares about what people say? Feel the connection. If something doesn't feel right, don't go with it. And especially with the energy here, the power of the energy here, that's incredibly important, because I feel like for some of you, you might really be rising into this position of authority and or power. And so more people are going to be wanting after you. People are going to be biting at your coattails or biting at your ankles kind of thing. And so it's really important, if somebody grabs hold or somebody has a meeting with you or somebody is proposing a collaboration or what have you, that you feel it out. Doesn't matter what they say, ultimately. If it doesn't feel right, you're dealing with a snake. Make sure you're not comparing yourself to other people. Capricorn, yeah, and that's the affirmation of what I was saying before about all of your control patterns have been diminished. All of your control patterns basically you've risen out of them. Basically, they're not holding you anymore. So finally what I'm getting is this, so like trust and then basically chill. I'm thinking like have a really good holiday season. And that's this, right? You're the creator now. You're the big boy. You're the big boy. You've laid down the burdens of the past. There might be a little bit of residue, but you're basically rising out of morality. You're not comparing yourself anymore. You're over with the whole like projections bullshit. Now you just be chilling, sitting in your throne, allowing manifestations to drop in with this deeper trust. You're flying basically, and you're flying high. But think of it like this: you're flying high from this throne, where this person can say, "Hey, do this for me. Hey, do that for me," because they've acquired the maturity and the overall light-filled awareness to warrant that position in their lives. So rock on Capricorn. Let me know how it goes. Fill me in as the year unfolds for you, and of course, feel free to reference back and book a private reading if you're inspired to do so. I love you guys loads. I look forward to seeing you in the January 2020 monthly readings. Here we go. It's on. Love you guys. Peace out.